New Fortnite chapter means new delay, so I'm going to be giving you some tips on how you can lower input lag and any delay you're having this chapter. Let's hop right into it. If you're on PC, make sure you switch to performance mode and lower your graphics settings like meshes and view distance to improve how little your delay is. However, if you're on console, make sure you have 120 FPS mode enabled. Higher FPS results in smoother gameplay and less delay. Go into your game settings, you want to make sure you turn off record replays and energy saving options in your settings. These features add unnecessary load to the game, increasing delay. You also want to make sure you use the net debug stats to track your ping. Knowing your ping helps you adjust your strategy depending on whether you're playing on high ping or low ping. Now go into your controller settings, you want to make sure you turn off gyro options and keyboard options if you don't use them, as they add extra stress to the game. You also want to make sure you have controller build immediately turned to on and have your vibrations off. Also make sure your button group is set to both. Another thing you want to do is enable instant toggle for quicker responses. Now I want to talk about your controller platform. You want to make sure you set your controller to match the type of controller you're using. For example, Xbox One if you're using an Xbox controller. But keep in mind, if you play on PC, you want to make sure you set this to generic, as generic has the least delay for PC. Another thing I want to talk about is you want to make sure you're using a wired controller instead of a wireless one. Wired controllers have much lower response times compared to wireless controllers. Next is TVs versus monitors. You really want to avoid playing on a TV if you can, as it adds 20 to 30 milliseconds of response time to the game. Instead, always try to play on a monitor for faster reactions, especially if you're aiming to improve or go pro. And finally, I want to talk about your internet connection. A stable Ethernet cable is key to reducing lag. Wi-Fi can be unpredictable, so using a Cat8 Ethernet cable, which is pretty affordable, provides a stable connection and lowers input delay significantly. By following these tips, I promise this chapter will become a whole lot less laggy for you, and you will have better performance with your hardware.